Namaskar, good evening, my dear friend Anish De, my dear friend Chintan Vaishnavji, distinguished gathering, young friends. I am happy Anish has not forgotten me. This is the 14th edition of Enrich. KPMG is organizing continuously in Indian energy market this prestigious conclave. I am happy to be part of this gathering for so many reasons. When we met before some time, when he explained me about this year's agenda on Enrich, few years back he invited me to inaugurate the innovation corner, the innovation lounge. I asked him, I request him, why don't you? In the last few days we are working together in the area of future of energy skills. Taking forward that, I request him, why don't you make it formal? Innovation, entrepreneurship, skill, education. Why don't you make it formal in the part of Enrich? I am happy he has accepted my suggestion, and innovation, skills and entrepreneurship are now part of this prestigious Indian event, Enrich. Friends, this innovation, entrepreneurship, primarily innovation is a multidimensional area. When a person, community, society are in the crisis, a very disruptive situation that compel them to create something new, a new pathway that leads to innovation. In the 21st century, in the third decade, in the changing geopolitical situation, we all are very eager to see a basic paradigm shift. Energy is such a dynamic commodity. There are a lot of things involved in energy, and there is no other way for the energy transition towards a greener pathway. Energy might have transited from a very primitive form to today's form since last few centuries. But it will go further, taking care of the sustainability aspect. How to do that? In India, I don't want to repeat the basics in front of energy experts gathering, but as a stakeholder for a few years in the energy sector, my basic understanding for the next few decades in India, one of the major business, major economic activity will be energy and energy transition. Today India is the number 3 energy consumer in the globe, but our per capita energy consumption is very low in comparison to other parts of the developed economy. By next 25 years, India is determined to become a developed nation. The first requirement to be a developed nation is more energy consumption. The challenge is, it should be green. It should be clean. This is the twin challenge. Green and clean energy means more costs. More cost means affordability, accessibility, distribution. These new challenges are coming up. But today I am confident, after being in charge of education sector in India since last few years, 2 years, I have visited a lot of incubation centers. I have seen lot of startups. But today in education sector I am learning a new thing every day. But today I can say, after visiting the startups display area in the other floor, I can confidently say India is at safe hands. The disruptive situation will not be for a long period. Our youngsters has capacity, imagination to work in deep tech area. And institution like organization like KPMG is mentoring them, hand-holding them. There will be, I have learned two things, revenue startups, revenue earning startups, non-revenue earning startups. Pre-revenue. The KPMG is very focused. You have to go to revenue. So pre-revenue, after that, today they are mentoring. They said, Kanis, I am happy. This is a win-win situation for everybody. Let they grow, let they become a unicorn, let they become multinational company, and let they depend on KPMG. I don't have issue. Being a consumer, being a public policy in charge, I have two expectations. Friends, India's young population from age 3, National Education Policy is envisioned by Prime Minister Modi, is known as NEP 2020, is saying the formal education ecosystem will start in India now at the age of 3. If I calculate the average the student age 3 to 23, the number in India is 500 million, double the size of Europe. They all will go through this disruptive period. The workforce in India today is around another 500 million. If I calculate the age group 15 to 59, this is the official working age group. This 15 to 59, the workforce in India is around 500 million. My challenge as Minister of Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, how to impact education, skill, how do I do them upskill and reskill? An area of critical area of like energy transition. And this kind of event and entire world is changing fast. Science, technology, innovation, new business model. And India has aptitudes towards an adaptability to new things. If I cite one example, India is at now leadership place in the DPI, digital public infrastructure. Today, if I quote in 2023, almost 114 billion digital transactions are there in all over world. Out of that, 46% are transacted only in India. What does it mean? The digital instrument in India is accessible. Now nobody is going to bank to withdraw their money. They are using their mobile phone, plain mobile phone for the digital payment. The street vendor in India is using mobile phone for the transactions, for selling or for taking payments, for purchasing in the bulk from the stockist. This is the new India, this is the new trend. That means the adaptability factor is much more in India. Energy is the new challenge area. Recently in the sideline of G20 successful meeting, Prime Minister Modi envisioned the Global Biofuel Alliance. We are confident the incremental energy requirement in India will come from green sources, be it biogas, be it solar energy, be it ethanol, be it biodiesel, be it hydrogen. What does it mean? More youngsters will put their brand for automation, for battery segregation. Today I am so impressed and astonished. My guru from battery world, Professor Ramakumar is here. You have to teach now. Professor Sitaraman is the other side of the table. Now he will invite you. Professor Ramakumar taught about battery economics, battery science. I am a student of social science, but he make me little bit literate in the battery area. what is lithium, what is aluminum lead battery. But today I saw a innovation, saw a startup working in the bio area, biotechnology, in the nanotechnology. This is the capacity of Indian youth. This is the capacity of entire youth. My challenge as a public, why I am here, we all are very focused to create more jobs. Job creation is the primary challenge of the entire economy of the world. But how the more job will be there? Unless until the job creator will be there, more job seeker will be there. Now India is very much focused to its startup ecosystem, be it national education policy or initiative like Atal Tinkering Mission. Government of India and Prime Minister Modi is very focused in one area. India has to adopt a path of how can we create more job creator. Job creator means more innovator. More innovator means more entrepreneurship. More entrepreneur means more jobs. Friends, today India is the number 3 economy, number 5th economy in the entire world. By next few years, maybe next 2-3 years, India will be number 3 economy in the world economy scenario. But just imagine by 2047, we are talking about India is bound to be a developed nation. And energy will be the primary commodity. Energy is not an economic commodity. Energy is a political commodity. Energy is a social commodity. All my dear friends from oil sectors are here. We have implemented Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. More than 100 million LPG connection were given to the bottom of the pyramid. What is the outcome? Outcome is more empowerment of the poor woman. Her health issue solved. She got more time to take care of his own self or family, for their own children. She earned more. So socio-economic empowerment starts from the energy distribution. Friends, energy is going to influence the entire ecosystem in a big way. And with energy, if you synergize innovation, entrepreneurship and skill development. My challenge as a public policy in charge, how to create more job, I got an answer. There is an answer. So this Enrich, 14th edition of Enrich, I wish the best success of this conclave, and authority and experts are here, and young generation is also here. With much expectation, I am going back from this podium. We'll meet in the next year. By that time, some of the KPMG handhold startups should become unicorns. With this best wishes, thank you friends for inviting me.